Hello, guys. How you doing? I'm glad to have you guys here this morning. Let's get the show started. Today is Wednesday, January 2nd, 2019. And we're going to take a look first. Let's get the chart started right here. And let's get right in there and take a look at an article at Zero Hedge. Global market bloodbath returns. As futures tumble, Asia suffers the worst start to the year since 2016. So everything is starting off on a bad note. Let's get right in there and take a look at first the silver price. I'm gonna get right in there and take a look at silver today. It's $15.39. It's been going up and down like a drunken sailor today, and it's staying though in a certain range, in around probably 1540 is the range, and that's where it's at right this second at $15.40. Let's take a look at gold. Gold is up 70 cents on the day, and it's doing the same thing. It's zigzagging up and down, but it's basically following that red line there. Which is around 1282. That's where it is right now at 1282. Let's get right in there and let's take a look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average right now. See what it's doing. It's down 253 points on the day. It was down a little bit more earlier, but it's bounced back just a little bit since it made its lows. We're looking at the 1-year chart right here, and you can see it's kind of making a pattern like it's bring it into the center where you can see it here. It's kind of making like it's falling off a cliff, like it's getting ready to fall off a cliff. That's what it looks like, basically. It looks like a guy, it's on a springboard, and getting ready to make a dive. That's what it looks like, quite seriously, to me anyway. I don't know if it looks that way to you guys. But she's down 253 points on the day. It's 1.09% down, and I'll tell you honestly what I'm expecting. I'm expecting it to go down all day today, and it could be a rather large day down. That's what I'm expecting. I'd be surprised if I saw it turn around and go back up into the green today. Let's take a look at oil prices. Oil prices are down 70 cents, $44.71. It's down 1.54% for sweet light crude oil. So, excuse me, guys. Wow, where did that come from? Anyway, let's take a look at Bitcoin prices here. And let's go to Bitstamp. Let's change the chart a little bit. There we go. Okay, and what we're looking at is $3,829. And if we go back here a little ways on the chart, let's take a look at the 30-minute. Now let's go a little bit further to the 2-hour. What we can see is she made a bottom of $3,122, and it almost looks to me like it's a wave pattern that's developing. Let me go back here. You can see that an initial wave pattern developed with Bitcoin, and it got smaller and smaller until concentric breakdown at ran around $6,500. Then we had a fall off, and now exactly what's happening is this fall off is a miniature version of the big fall off that originally occurred from 19,000, but it was smaller, and now it's forming a wave pattern. Now we're going to have to see how many times this thing bottoms before it comes out and goes back into a bull market again. It's going to be a period of time from now. Picture now is A, and B is where it goes back into a bull market again. There's going to be a period of time there. Now, how long is that period of time going to last, and how many bottoms is it going to make before it finally gets, and is it going to break through support again and go down to the downside? These are unanswered questions as of yet. But my tendency is, my prediction is, and I made Bitcoin predictions as to price, I predicted it's going to go down to $2,900 before it finally turns. Of course, that's $1,000 lower than it is right now. Now, let's move over and take a look at cryptocurrency market capitalizations. $132 billion market cap. And we're looking at Bitcoin dominance of 51.2%. And all of the coins are up right today, you know, most of them anyway. They're all putting numbers in the green today. Let me see which one's up. Ethereum is up the most, 152 bucks. It's up 11.86%. EOS is up over 5% at $2.74. Litecoin is up 5.43% at $32.60. So Litecoin price is starting to creep up a little bit. Let's take a look at bonds and rates now. We only see one bond yield rising, and that's on the 2-year. Everything else across the board is falling yields. The 10-year is all the way down to 2.66%. You know, one of the things I never anticipated was such heavy bond buying. I can only see that now, and after I can see that the bond buying has been extremely heavy, and this is a sign that investors are moving into bonds as a safe haven asset to try to escape this coming economic storm that's brewing. You know, it's not brewing, actually it's directly over our heads now, and a twister's coming out of it, this economic storm. You know, it's on us now at this point. Let's take a look at the US dollar index. 96.74%. We're up 0.72%. I mean 0.71 of a percent, or 0.74 of a percent today. So the dollar's rising today. Now let's take a look at the gold price again real quick. You know, gold price seems to be really holding its own pretty good, considering it started the day at $2.84 and that's $2.82. I mean, it's just been going along sideways compared to the dollar, this rising dollar today. Okay, we've had the dollar rising all day. It's not lowering the gold price that much, really, is it? Let's take a look at Deutsche Bank now. See what's happening there. You know, Deutsche Bank, it's not down to its lowest that it was. It was at 6.7 euros. Right now it's at 6.96, but it's still down on the day. It's only marginally down, though. Only down a small little bit. It's down, well, now it's even with the board. Just in one fell swoop. It's even with the board today. So it's neither up nor down. Anyway, Deutsche Bank is on a decline, and I can't see any way of it climbing out of the hole that it's in. I only see it sliding down lower and lower until it's basically once I think once it goes below €6, which is another 97 cents lower, then I think it's going to start sliding even faster, and we're going to hit a Lehman moment. At a certain point, Deutsche Bank is going to be in all the news, because Deutsche Bank is too big to fail, but she is failing, and who's going to come to her rescue? Nobody's standing up. Nobody's got their hands up and saying, we're going to rescue Deutsche Bank as of yet. They've had talk about this merger thing between the German bank and the Commerzbank and Deutsche Bank, but we don't see it materializing yet. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens with Deutsche Bank, but Deutsche Bank's a big fish. You know, she can sink the world economy because she's so big. So listen. Thank you guys for listening to this market report, and I hope to catch you guys again very, very soon. Bye-bye, guys.